Is there a difference between having a personal brand and having a reputation? Short answer, yes. And in this week's Build a Brand Show, we're going to break down exactly what those differences are, how to build both in a way that your brand and your business scales effectively online. Let's start with the differences between the two. So when you have a personal brand, you're effectively raising your visibility. When you have a reputation, you are effectively raising your credibility. Said another way, your personal brand is way more about what you say about yourself, and your reputation is about what others are saying about you. It's really important that you have both. We've all seen those influencers on Instagram that have a lot of followers and maybe a good amount of engagement, but when you buy their skinny tea or 5-day abs, you realize they're pretty much full of hot air. This is a no-go because over time, that credibility diminishes, and even if you have a strong audience, you're really not going to be scaling your business effectively. So how do you ensure you do this? Well, step one, you need to make sure that you're building that personal brand. So how to do this? Start with defining your target audience. A lot of people think a personal brand is all about you. And while that's true, it's more about all about how you help them. So to easily build your personal brand, or consistently build your personal brand, you need to be clear on the who. Who am I helping? What are they challenged with? And how do I help them overcome that challenge? Then all the content that you create speaks to that and fortifies your position in the marketplace that you're saying about yourself. Let's break down an example here because I find it's always easier to learn through example. Let's take the case of a chef. You are a chef, you want to build your personal brand online, and you're figuring out how to do that. Well, you'd be setting yourself up for failure if you're saying, I serve everybody from novice chefs and people who are uncomfortable in the kitchen to head chefs at restaurants. You don't want to build your brand that way. Maybe just start with one. Say, I help novices in the kitchen, maybe young adults who just got on their own, learn how to effectively cook and make easy, healthy meals. That is a unique differentiator in the marketplace. That is a very clear personal brand. You're clear on who it is you're serving, what it is they're challenged with, and how it is you are helping them. Very, very clear. Then you deliver content to that. So just by virtue of saying who it is you're helping, you can figure out the platforms to help them on. With helping young adults who are not confident in the kitchen, TikTok's a great option. They're on there and they're watching short videos that really set them up for simplified ways to build that confidence. It's radically different than if you're putting out a masterclass to help someone get a promotion as executive chef. You're looking at two different strategies. Okay, so now we've nailed the personal brand. You know who you're serving, what they're challenged with, how you're helping them, and you're creating content that speaks to that. It's all about what you're saying about yourself in the marketplace and how you're helping people. Now, when it comes to your reputation, you gotta actually help those people. The good news about developing a personal brand and figuring out who it is you're helping, you actually gain a lot of clarity about your products and services. If you're helping novice chefs, you wouldn't put out a course for how to make a 7-hour lasagna, if there even is such a thing. That'd be setting your students up to fail. You'd be putting out a course called How to Chop an Onion Effectively, How to Get Great Knife Skills, and what knife set to buy to start making the basis and the foundation of great dishes. You're walking them through, intermittently and getting the foundations down with them. So first and foremost, you want to make sure that your products and services are in alignment with who it is that you're saying you're helping. Secondly, you need to examine your processes and your systems for delivering that product and service. Even if you have a really elementary course like developing knife skills, if you haven't delivered in a way that sets them up to learn bit by bit and maybe do some check-ins and assessments and maybe a Zoom final exam with you where you critique them, you're not helping them through the course. And you might have a high rate of people not completing and your reputation or repeat customers go down. So again, reputation, all about what it is that you're actually offering to the marketplace and how you deliver that and your systems and processes around that to make sure you're making good on your word that you're saying in your personal brand. I always come back to one of my favorite quotes about integrity, which is integrity is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are all in alignment. This is a great quote to fixate on when you're looking at making sure your brand and your reputation are telling a cohesive story. When you nail these two things, you're going to find your business is well poised to scale. Indeed, there is a difference between personal branding and reputation. Get clear on the two and watch the magic happen. Now, if you liked this video, make sure you hit the like button, comment below if you have questions or ideas for what you want us to cover. Remember, we come up with these videos on a weekly basis, so we're always looking to answer your questions about what it is you're struggling with. Otherwise, I can't wait to see you out on social media building your brand, and I'll see you next week.